Our Chapter 5 practice test starts off with some graphing, and thank goodness you're going to be able to get a lot of assistance from your graphing calculator. Normally when you turn on the calculator screen, you're on this home screen. Go up here to the top left corner, type in y equals. The very first symbol that you see is really a negative x squared. I know it looks like a minus. If you would type in a minus, you would get an error message. Minus means take away. You'd be saying take away x squared. The calculator would get very confused and not know what you do or what you're supposed to take away from. But look at this calculator screen that I've typed in. The negative symbol is a little bit higher than the minus symbol. It's also a little bit smaller. So this is honestly what you should be seeing. Now, what you should hit to make sure you're graphing in the right window, and we're going to need this window for the entire practice test, press zoom right there in the middle top row of the screen. Come down to 6 for zoom standard. And very quickly you'll see a parabola get graphed. There is a highest point. You can see this is the top of the mountain, so to speak. This is known as a maximum point. So I'm going to hit second trace, that's second calculate. I'm going to come down here to maximum. Once I hit enter, you go back to the graphing screen and you can see up here it says left bound. Type in -10, hit enter. Right bound, type in +10. By the way, we always type those numbers in. Left bound is -10, right bound is +10. The guess. Well, here you can look at the calculator screen. I'm moving my pen cursor right over this highest point. You want to know what x value on the x-axis is associated with that. If you go right above it, you can see it's pretty much by that first tick mark. Looks like -1. You don't have to get a perfect guess, but the closer you are, the better. You can see we're going to have a maximum point of -1, -2. Now, I'm going to slide the calculator over here just for a moment. This is your vertex. -1, and it's really a -2. I should have put in that negative right in there as well. But of course, that's not the end of this graph. I can certainly go 1 to the left and down 2. There's a lot more to this graph than just what we see here. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go to our table. We can hit second table. And I'd like to get around -1, -2. In fact, I'd like to have a little bit of extra space around it. And what we have been doing is we've been saying put your vertex in the middle of your table. Get one x value bigger, one x value smaller, another x value bigger, and another x value smaller. And you can see where we're going with this. At -3, we're at -6. Then at -2, we were at -3. At 0, we were at -3. And at 1, we were at -6. And you can see we're getting this data right here from our table. What I really want to point out to you is the symmetry. You're getting the duplication of these y values. So I can go 2 to the left, down 3. 0, -3, that means just go down 3 from the origin. 1, -6, go right 1, go down 6. -3, -6, you can go 1, 2, 3 steps down, 3 steps to the left, 6 steps down. And without too much work, you're going to see, hey, here it is. This is my parabola.